Hey everybody, just gonna do a quick video here because I just got done last night doing the Dark Porters, how do you say that? Portents, sorry. Anyway, that is section 1.1 of the Back Issues Ultron's Assault event quest, and this, just my initial thoughts on this event quest is that it is awesome. Everything so far has been positive. I haven't seen anything that I have to complain about. I think the difficulty is probably tuned to about an 8 out of 10, where a 10 might be symbiote difficulty without the symbiote or the boosts, right? So if say we had to go through that with our regular roster, that's probably a 10. Well, let's just call that a 10 for now. 10 might be impossible to beat. It's 8. It's difficult. It's very, very challenging, and it will make use of your roster. So the number one takeaway I had from this first quest, I'm gonna be doing all these quests in sequential order, right? So the next one I'll do a villain revealed, the next one after that the collector's task, and I'm just gonna do streams for each of those individually and a video afterwards, sort of going over what we learned, So the first thing I wanted to take away from it is, let me get that out of the way, is Gambit. Gambit, it was MVP. If I go to, this is actually the stream, so now we're, the camera that you're seeing is paused on me while I was doing the stream. Gambit was the MVP, and down here I have tagged some interesting moments, so if you do go check out that stream, you can kind of skip around. So first things first is the map, and Gambit, while he was the MVP, I'm actually going to go back to the map real quick. I want to show you guys what it looks like. So let me just edit the team real quick. Go in, get some mutants on the team, and yes, we can just go right on in. This is the map. You've got a bunch of paths. You've got on the far left side, you've got those two paths. You've got one down the middle there, and then you've got another down the middle there that kind of merge in, and then on the far right you have two paths. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times you got to come in here and beat it, and every single time you have to go through this Emma Frost, who is quite difficult. Can I get that to, there we go, move that away. Emma Frost is quite difficult. It's a power reserve Emma Frost, and she's kind of the problem. Initially I didn't know who to take in, and someone suggested Gambit, and then you're going to see pretty soon here in just a minute how effective that is. There are nodes like power reserve, there are nodes like this enhanced special 2s, there are enhanced special 1s over here, there are what's this, special lock 1, power gain. I think there's some spite over here. So this one right here I think is power reserve. No, there was a spite somewhere along the line. Anyway, so pretty challenging, a lot of power control stuff, and there's not a lot of power control in these two classes. So I've heard Hawkeye was really good as well, but let's take a look at what happened. So going over to the video and clicking on this first one. So this is my first time going in with Gambit. I did the timing a little bit into the fight because you can see how long it was. This is my 330 Gambit, and he is just stun locking her. So way back in the day, you might remember Joel Line brought this to the greater community's attention, and he showed, sorry I can't remove that subscriber message, but thanks Diego. Anyway, he showed us that while Gambit's special 1 does say 85%, there's something going on with his ability accuracy that forces that up to 100%, and it never ever fails. So there's actually so much power gain with the power reserve, I actually died there, that there's so much power gain because of power reserve going on that you actually, if you do double mediums and then 5-hit combos, you're actually going to have too much power, and eventually you get to a special 2, in which case you'll probably die because it won't stun her. So the idea what I had was to go in and use a special 1, build up to a special 1, and then go for a 5-hit combo, and then let's go back to that start there. Build up to a special 1, do a 5-hit combo, and then throw it right there. And then if I'm looking for power, like you can see there, I only ended up with 1 bar power. I would do a double medium followed by a 5-hit combo, and I would just base what I was doing based on the power meter that I had. So never wanted to go below 1 bar power and never wanted to go above 2 bars of power. I wanted to stay in that sweet spot, and the node lets you kind of do that. So the other thing you got to watch out. Let's stay on the gambit issue for now. I ranked up gambit, so I showed the rank up in here, and I ranked him up to 550 because he was so useful. And then we got in here, and then we took on vision, which was on power reserve, and this guy is now at 550. So he's doing a lot more damage. He's doing like 50 to 60% more damage, I believe. I think it's like a 30% jump between ranks, something like that. But the fights went a lot shorter. They were like well over 200 hits, and now they were like 120, 140 hits. So it saved me a lot of time, and it's kind of cool to have Gambit on your team. He's a lot of fun. So scrolling back down, this is the first Emma Frost fight with Gambit at 550. So I won't show you the whole thing just because it does take a while, but I'll show you the build up, and we'll just go. You do have to dodge a special from Emma. There's not really a way around it. You have to be able to do that at least once. I decided to go twice. I just wanted to make sure I had enough power to get that special one. Didn't want to whiff it. And here we go. We're off to the races. So you can see me double medium, 5-hit combo, special one. It looks like I have quite a lot of power there. And then I would just go for a 5-hit combo instead of the double medium because I had maybe too much power. And then kind of continued on that because I had so much power. But I think probably this next one here, I'm going to do a double medium. There we go. See, I can kind of remember what I was doing, and the strategy works. Double medium will get you a little bit more power if you follow it up with a 5-hit combo than just a 5-hit combo after the stun. So you just want to continuously spam the special 1 and make sure you never get to the special 2. And it's really, really easy, guys. It's really easy. So it might take a little bit of practice to get with the timing, but overall, it's not too bad. So the boss on this map has Black Panther specials, and it's really easy. But there's a problem there. You cannot block his special. So I'm just gonna go back to that one more time. Actually, I'm gonna rewind this just a little bit, right? So make sure I got that right. Yeah, I think we're good. So his specials, every time he activates a special, he will drain your power. So you have not tons of opportunities to throw specials, but if your power does go down to 0, it will do a giant percentage of this guy's attack, which is 11,000. Right there on Languar, you can see 240% of the champion's attack is direct damage. So that's what happened there. That's why the Emma Frost died. The Aura of Electricity drains 50% of the attacker's power whenever a defender launches a special attack. That's what's happening every time he launches a special. Now, if you block that, though, if you get hit, it burns 100% of your power, but if you block it, it burns 50% of your power. So you might be able to block one hit if you were at 3 bars of power, but that's never going to happen. And so when I blocked that hit, let's just watch it one more time. Oh, it's not that. It's this one. One more time. He's going to launch the special 2. I don't dodge it enough, and I go down, and it's just pure carnage right there. So that's one thing to watch out for. Other than that, specials are super easy to avoid. That only happened to me twice in the 6 times that I fought him. So I just wanted to give you guys that tip and then move on. So the other person that I found extremely useful was Gwenpool. This is versus a Hyperion. It's not power reserve. It's special lock 1. And potentially Spite. Basically, this guy is gaining tons and tons of power. So you're going to want to use Gwenpool. I think Hawkeye was a decent option. I got him down to 50% health with Hawkeye once. But because you're going to want to have willpower on, and with Gwenpool, you can actually get the power lock on and then just continue to heal up, and then you can parry him if you need, and then you can always tank the special 3s, but your Gwenpool has to be awakened. So my 550 Gwenpool, who I used to use back in the day, dusted her off and had a great time using her. So you can see I was a little celebrating right there. And then I'm going to skip to Gwenpool right here. I think I died trying someone else. I tried to experiment a little bit. Psylocke, I didn't really like for this fight. Hawkeye, I didn't really like for this fight. Winter Soldier, I tried for this fight. Gwenpool definitely was the most fun. You can see how this fight's going already. I bait the heavy out right there. Another thing you can do if you are in this fight and you're using Gwenpool and it keeps the fight a little bit under your control is force him to use his cosmic healing. So you'll tank a special. Gwenpool cannot die from specials to enemies. AI. I mean, in Alliance War it can happen, but not in quests really, unless there's some node saying it can. So what you can do is wait for Hyperion, force him to 3 cosmic charges, and if he's blocking, you can actually get him to put that cosmic healing on by attacking into him, similar to how you would switch Nightcrawler stance. And he'll do that, and he won't activate any cosmic charges, which will prevent him from gaining power for a good 50 seconds or something like that. So I can't remember if this happened in this fight, but we'll see pretty soon here. So you can see that willpower is just barely keeping me in the game here, but all I need is a few percentage points to parry this guy, and I just continuously eat the special 3s. It's a really funny, cheesy strategy. I feel like this first chapter was all about the cheese. I used Gambit, I used Gwenpool, you know, and I used, you know, it wasn't all about that. There were some skills involved as well, and also some revives, and I had to restart a couple times, but that was part of the fun. Here we go. So I trigger the cosmic healing, and that is really good. So you can see now he actually knows that he's not gaining so much power, so he's going to dump some specials. He's not going to be so stingy with them, and you guys can imagine how this fight goes if I skip forward a little bit. Let's just skip to here. You can see I'm teetering on the edge. You can actually punish him with the light using the shallow evade, and you can kill these Hyperions with your Gwenpool. I believe that would even work for a 3-star Gwenpool, but it would take a long time, trust me. So let's see other tips down here. I'm looking at this this section right here. I just want to go through all of these. For the magic there, you don't necessarily need Blade. People are probably thinking, oh, it's skill day, you don't need Blade. You can take your Archangel. I did that for mine, and it was pretty good. I still ate some Limbos, so let me just see if I can skip into this a little bit. You got a few neurotoxins on her. You do take some damage from Limbo, but it's not the end of the world. You know, Archangel does so much damage. I believe a 550 can manhandle this this magic, no problem. And you shouldn't have too many issues. If you do, she's the first fight. My recommendation is, if you can't get her with Archangel down without your Archangel staying like maybe around 50% health, because you might want him again for another fight in the quest, just back out, try it again. It's worth the energy. So there's the Archangel one, and here we go. I did the Sentinel. I used Iceman. At first I was worried about the analysis. You can see me trying to build analysis charges extremely slowly, but very quickly this guy gets to 100. You can see how many hit points he has, and I thought Iceman did pretty good for this fight, mostly because he does apply at a certain point. I catch on, and he will apply up to 2 frostbite. Yes, frostbite charges with his special 1, even if he doesn't crit. So you can detonate those and get some pretty good damage even without critting. So that's pretty fun. You know, this fight goes on for a while, but I do solo this that Sentinel there. You can see here where the kill. I attempted to use an Elektra for the Iron Man Infinity War. Let me see if I can go back. Will this be okay? Yeah, perfect. So back, hi, live. I attempted to use Elektra for the Iron Man Infinity War. I think it went okay. You can check the stream if you want to check that out. But the thing is I don't think the 550 had the damage output, and I also only have 1 out of 5 deep wounds. So if you're planning on taking Elektra in for the Iron Man Infinity War, I would say get spec in 5 out of 5 deep wounds, and also Resonate will help a ton. I don't have Resonate unlocked, so not going to be a great option for me. But you know, I brought her in to try it, and I think I got him down to like half hit points with Elektra, which isn't too bad. I mean, all things considered. If you want to do the reverse, take in somebody like Iceman, get him down to 25%, and if you end up dying, it's all good. Take Elektra in, get the guaranteed crits, and you should have a good time. So anyway, I will leave that comment pinned. That was mostly for me so that I can make this video, but I just wanted to give some tips and tricks. I'm going to try and keep these videos a little shorter for the following sections, but I did want to just announce like what this mini series is going to be, and how we're going to do this. I know a lot of people's plan is to go from the start and then all the way to the end of the quest, once through to completion. But I think I enjoy having, 100% chapter 1, 100% chapter 2, 100% chapter 3 in a row, kind of like that. And I like to get all the rewards at once at the end. It's kind of fun for stuff like this. And also, I think it will make it a little bit more organized when looking back on all this stuff. So I'll just have streams and videos that will kind of match 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, and we won't be mixing and matching anything like that. So maybe, who knows, a year from now when someone's trying to take this down, maybe they can come and take a look. I'm sure there will be tons of new champions, though, that may be better for the challenge. So anyway, guys, that'll do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning into the stream. We'll do the next one either hopefully tomorrow, which is Friday. Possibly we have to wait till Saturday, but we're going to get the next section 1.2 100% very soon here, and then we'll have chapter 1 all 100%, and then we'll have a rank up gem finally. Okay, guys, enough rambling. Have a good day. Take care.